Hey everybody, I am on for the midweek message reveal Wednesday, January 25th. Cool. All right, so energies of late, we have kind of slipped ourselves right into Aquarius season. So what that kind of does is it allows us to kind of feel a sense of the structures that are around us, and it almost asks us to look at things in a different way. And our intuition's coming online. So there's going to be more nudges. You might be feeling more senses, more sensory kind of reactions to things. So you might be experiencing some clairaudience where you're starting to hear things, or you're noticing patterns and sounds, or you're being pinged, or maybe you're getting some like ringing in the ear. You might be feeling stuff in the body, and that sort of sense is kind of pinging you and having you look at different areas in your body when you're experiencing different stimuli in your exterior reality, right? And you're getting clues that way. Maybe it's just a knowing. It's a knowing within yourself that you've just gut feeling. Just know that this is a yes, or this is a no, or this doesn't feel right, or this is what should happen. And that sort of confidence is being built around your sensory system. The thing that we need to trust that's a bit difficult is that the intuition and the things that are coming to us, and these clues that we're getting from our bodies and from our outside reality that's kind of pinging us and letting us know that there are things that we are communicating with and there are things we can experience, is that we can't literally see it. So you kind of have to take it on trust. Now, that's very Aquarian. And the structure in which things are existing in, there might be a want to see things a different way, or wish that it could be done differently. And maybe you can come up with a way to do something a little bit different. And that is the energy of the now. So dive in and be a part of that. See if you can hear someone else's perspective that they're giving on something that you're very fixed on, or have been very fixed on, or thought that this is the only way to do it. And maybe they present with something else. And you go, okay, you know what? Normally I'm pretty rigid about this, but maybe I'm going to open up and see if I can allow myself to take on a different perspective, because that sort of refreshing is exactly what you might need in order to get you from point A to point B. Okay. All right. So I'm going to jump into the cards. So 1, if you chose 1, your card is Magic. Ooh, look at these beautiful hands. Okay, so this is a 43, which is a 7, which is awesome because we're talking about intuition. 7s have to do with luck and being on the spiritual path. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, so 1, you're in a point where you're alchemizing and you're taking something from one form and you're changing it into another form. I feel like this does have to do with healing and healing of the self, especially because of the hands. So we do have activations that we have chakras within our palms, and the chakras are being opened here for 1. You might find some aching in the hands and the wrists, even in the fingers, or even a change in the way that your palms look. If you're looking and seeing, the lines that are created there, you might find a deepening of some of those things because you're being encoded, essentially, with downloads that will help you uncover some of the things that you're seeking answers for. Seems like you've come to a place where you're really introspective, 1. And I'm getting this from this sort of mandala type, almost looks like a natal chart. So if you're getting interested in astrology, that might be something to take a look into too. I'm also getting a little ping there. So maybe take a look at the ways in which you are connecting to the blueprint that is you. So maybe you're interested in taking some personality tests. Maybe you're wanting to find out what your Enneagram is, or what if you're human design, like all of the things that you can take little different tests to learn a little bit more about you. This would be the time, because that information is going to ping you and help make that connection. I'm seeing like chain link, but connecting together to where it's no longer broken. It's becoming a loop. So that would be the guidance there. Dig a little bit more into who you are, 1. What is in there? What do you got going on? There's something. There's something you're ready to find the root cause of that you weren't able to do before. So that's good. All right, good on you. Moving on to 2. Okay, if you chose 2, your card is Animals 21, which is a 3. 3s are Ascended Masters. which means your big super spiritual dudes are hanging out around you, are infusing the energy that you're working with and the things that you're asking for and helping to guide you on your path. And that you're in good hands, so you can kind of take risks here, or you can at least lean into something that feels a little uncomfortable. And where you're going to get that comfort is from companionship and the animal kingdom. So this could be your own pets. This could be animals in nature, birds that you feed outside, a squirrel, somebody hanging out in the backyard, somebody's stray cat that comes around. I get big Frida Kahlo vibes from her and her face. So if that's pinging for someone, there's a message for someone who has a connection to Frida, I would take that. I also think that in a way that she's kind of an ascended master. What a cool lady. But as you see, she's just surrounded by all animals from all different areas of the globe. We have the ability as members of this world to connect to the animal kingdom and to draw from the archetypes that they embody, right? So eagles are going to be free and, they have an insane sight. They have the ability to really see what's going on. They have the ability to go and do what they want. They're also predators, so they don't fuck around. There's all kinds of embodied action behind an eagle. Whereas if you're looking at, a raccoon is resourceful, incredibly resilient, tenacious. They have amazing dexterity with their hands. And at the same time, they're adorable, right? So there's all of these attributes that we can take from animals and bring them into ourselves. So when you're looking at this card too, or when I talk about animals and I say the word animal, like what comes to mind for you? Is it a little frog guy up here, a rabbit, a snake, a parakeet? Whatever animal it is that is sticking out or one that comes to mind, do a little search. You can do a Google search and just type in, you can type in spirit animal parakeet, or you can type in totem animal giraffe, whatever it is that is the animal. Look up and see whatever the animal is that you're connecting with or one that you really are feeling. Look that up. Read about it and see where you can kind of draw on some of the energy of that animal because it's coming forward for you. So where is your totem? Where is the energy of the animal kingdom that is going to kind of re-infuse you with some, I feel like motivation is the word. I'm hearing kickstart, jumpstart. So like something that's going to set something off. There's going to be information behind the animal. And I would love to hear what that is. This is also, I did already talk about the 3. So this is also divinely guided that you do this. So take a look and see what happens there. You are experiencing perhaps a little bit of heaviness in the chest, a little bit of grief that's kind of happening here too. So allow yourself to kind of sit with that, connect with the animal energy, because I think the message there is going to be the thing that you need to kind of clear some of this from your space. All right, moving on to 3. Ooh-wee, look at this one. If you pick 3, your card is gravity. Groundedness. This is a 39, which would be a 12, which would actually be a 3. So another 3, same as before for group 2. Ascended Masters are connected here, are assisting in the grounding and the feelings that you're having here. You notice she's being taken down back to this sort of earthen plane, again, surrounded by animals over the world here and kind of draping herself, but she's being held up by these lunar moths. You're never alone, 3. And there may be a sense of heaviness that's coming that you're not able to really let sink into your body. I'm feeling this kind of like in the pit of the stomach. It would be solar plexus-y, but it's more like up into the rib cage. So if you're feeling some pressure there, that might be energetic. I'm really drawn to the dog. For those of you that have companion animals, you're going to want to lean on them a little bit. So this is a little bit similar to 2 in the connection with the animal kingdom, but this would be literal animals more so. See what you can do where you can spend a little bit of time, not necessarily doing, but just being in the presence of animals. taking care of one, hanging out with one, sitting and watching some Netflix and have somebody sleeping on your lap, because they naturally are HEPA filters and will clear the energy around you and them and actually puts you into a state that alters your brain waves and gets you into a more calm, relaxed place. And that's where the grounding needs to happen. Now, the rest of the grounding and gravity type energy can be done through daily practice. So this is another call for you to take some time for yourself to where you're doing something a little bit every day that is just for you, that is just for you to connect back into the body and allow yourself to sit and say, okay, this is what my body feels like calm. This is what my body feels like grounded. This is what I feel like in my energy. And you know it well. So when something comes along and wants to kick you off kilter, as life does, because it's full of lessons and it's full of ways in which we need to experience obstacles and stuff in order to grow, you aren't completely flattened in the process. You're able to kind of bring yourself back to center. Okay? So, wishing you all the best there. Just take some time for yourself, because it's precious. It'll pay you back so much better than if you were to kind of push it out. Like, you pleasing you is the thing that needs to happen here, not anyone else. Okay? So, those are the messages this week. Would love to hear your feedback. Please feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in working with me. You can check my link, and I will check everybody next time. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Stay warm for those of you, there's like a super snowstorm going down and over here where I'm at. So be well, be safe, and know that you're just the coolest. All right, peace. Bye.